that's how we know what they did then, because all that paperwork they filled out. But most officers had no clue of how to use their swords.
They weren't doing much fighting either.
Well, it depends on their rank. Up to the captain level, well, actually up to the major level, you'd be out there with your men fighting. Colonels and up tend to stay behind the lines, so to speak, and direct. But basically, they had survived long enough for that privilege. The main way to ascend in rank in the army was the man above you died.
All right then. Wow.
Oh, what's that big hole?
This one right here, that one has ink in it. Have you ever written with a quill?
Before you go from the army.
You want to try? Alright, who are the parents here? Alright, if it's okay for them to write, I will warn you that this is permanent ink. If they get it on their clothes, it will not come out. Okay. Now eventually, maybe when they're 20, if they get it on their fingers, it'll wear off. Now, I'm going to have to show you how to do this first. Now, as you can see, I've been writing with a quill. It's not hard to do. Actually, this is not lined paper. It went through my printer, and my printer did it by accident. They didn't have lined paper. But the way you use a quill, and all a quill is a feather. These particular quills are, this one here and this one are turkey feathers.
Okay.
You can use turkey, you can use goose, you can use duck if the feathers are large enough. They are always need to be wing feathers, the first 5 feathers on the wing. They do come in left and right-handed, depending on which wing they came off of, because they all have a curve. This is a right-handed quill. Now, even if you were left-handed, you'd have to use this one. I don't have mine. But when you write with a quill, you hold it down here just like you would a pen or a pencil or a crayon or whatever. You just don't mash as hard. Because if you mash hard, let me show you what happens. A lot of ink comes out.
Okay.
So what you want to do is just write it fairly lightly. Okay? You just don't mash hard.
Okay.
And always let me dip it in the ink, okay? Who's first?
Go ahead, Sabrina.
Just don't mash as hard. There you go. You and the turkey are right quite well together. I promise you he was finished with the feather.
Yeah, it might be because she's part turkey.
Who's next?
Ain't you, Sabrina?
Usually when you dip it, how long is it? I mean, is it before you have to dip it again?
It just depends on the quill itself. And here's why.
Be really gentle.
Right after I sharpen the quill, mash just a little harder. There you go. Right after I sharpen the quill, it will last a long time. I can write several sentences. But as people come in and use my quills, and that's fine, they tend to not work as well. Because different people bear down harder or lighter, and it flexes the tip. So it just depends on the quill. Now hold down here just like you would a pen or pencil.
Make sure I'm not holding, okay?
Had a young lady in here this morning, I think she was writing a novel. But actually quills are the longest used writing implements ever. They've used them for hundreds of years. And frankly, I enjoy writing them.